So we're here for the UEFA Europa League knockout playoff round against Crvena Zvezda. We're going to Belgrade. This could be a very tough test of our squad's ability. We've had the transfer window close as well in January. A lot of transfers to go through. Let me catch you up. Now we've had two major outs leave us since you were last here, and the first of those is Eric Sanchez. Went to Torino for 7.25 million. Now he was a non-EU player. I thought by selling him would allow Brandon Williams to be registered, which wasn't the case. I mean, he played 14 games for us so far this season, 2 goals, 1 player of the match, but 7.25 million. It was a good offer to accept for Eric Sanchez. The same as a 3.5 star player, but there's a few midfielders that we have in our team as well, so thank you for your service, Eric. We brought him in on a free, and 7.25 million is a big transfer profit on there. Filippo Meligoni, he's left us as well as kind of a player exchange deal with Spezia, and in return we got in Simeone Bastoni. He was out of contract at the end of the season, so was Filippo Meligoni, and if we can compare the two of them together, I mean, Bastoni is just such an all-round better player. We've spent $500,000 on him, obviously with Meligoni going the other way. I feel like we've got the better of that exchange there. He's not on too cheap of a fee either, $18,000 a week. So a good versatile player, can play at left back as well. So very, very happy to bring Simeone Bastoni into the club. And the biggest transfer fee that has gone out is Alan Matoro. 10 million, he's gone to Chelsea, but also with a 30% sell on as well. Now, he's quite highly rated, this guy, but just something about his physicals I didn't quite appreciate. I mean, 10 strength as a centre back isn't fantastic. Although 15 heading, 15 tackling, 13 jumping reach, 6'2", he's a good player. But as you can see, we didn't play him at all this season. He played 3 games, 6.43 rating. So for 10 million and 30% of a future sell-on, even not just profit, very good signing to make. So other than Simeone Bastoni, we asked Gabriel Vidovic to recommend a player for us, recommend a midfielder, and they've recommended Lucas Casavenda. Yeah, recommended Lucas to us. He's a 3-star current ability, 2 potential 4-star potential ability. Very good player, bringing him in. 2.2 million was spent. He's already got 3 goals, 1 assist, and a player of the match appearance in 5 league games so far. Unfortunately, though, we didn't register him for the Europa League, so he's a little bit unhappy at the minute. We brought in Adam Asnau as a backup left back into the squad. He's out of contract at the end of the season, kind of hoping that he can stick around. He needs a player face, but kind of hoping that we can convince him to sign for us at the end of his contract here. Now, big fee spent. Lazar Samardic from Udinese. 9.25 million was the minimum fee release clause for him. He's valued at 9 to 10.5 million, but he's 22 years old. And I feel like we've got a very good player coming in here, whether he's going to be as the attacking midfielder or as a midfielder, as a Mazzala. I'm not fully sure just yet, but again, 22 years of age, very happy to bring in Lazar. And Filippo Terranciano has come in as a right back option for us as well. We've been playing Hefty quite a bit, and Dragusin, and even Nahit Hernandez, and it feels like we didn't quite have an out-and-out right back in that position. So Terraciano, 22 years of age, 2.6 million spent from Hellas Verona, who played 19 games so far this season, but played 17 in the Serie A, so he's got some pedigree to him as well. So Filippo, fingers crossed, he can make the right back position his own going into this season. And there is a lot of wild card signing that has been made, and that is Edison Cavani. We brought him in. He's 38 years old. He's still a 4-star player, £20,000 a week. on a contract until the end of the season. Apparently he's our best rated striker alongside Retegui and Vidovic. And quite an interesting thing about Cavani, obviously he's still got his jumping reach, 16 jumping reach, 18 heading, 17 finishing, 17 determination, aggression's there, bravery's there, work rate's there, off the ball's there, lovely stuff to bring in Edinson Cavani. And looking as well at the dynamics, he's come straight in pretty much as a team leader, which is very important to do. We're going to lose Kevin Strootman at the end of the season, so De Gea, Strootman and Cavani are our team leaders. But enough of that, let's go into the Europa League knockout playoff round, and surely we can win this. Touch wood. So the team to face Cervena Vesda today: De Gea in goal, Dragusin, Lovato, Papetti and Gallo at the back, Bastoni, Amiri and Esposito in our midfield three, Baldanzi, Retegui and Vidovic up front. I mean, I hope we haven't underestimated this team here, but we are going to Belgrade, which is a very... yeah, it could be quite a hostile atmosphere for us to be in. Pump our fists, ignore the recent praise, just get on with it and do your own business. We are going to skip it as well. Not a lot's happened in the first 10 minutes, but Kangwa's going to whip it in. Papetti has headed it away. Baldanzi's going to chase that down for us. Kangwa again though, into the box. Gallo with a fantastic tackle there. Can we get a breakaway here? Up to Vidovic. Retegui's making a run through the middle there. Vidovic, will you find him? He's going to go into the channels and then back to Gallo, into Papetti. Bastoni now. Nice ball into Esposito, down the right hand side. Retegui, again, still got him highlighted. He's going to be a threat in this game for us. Esposito, lovely ball to Retegui. 1-0, Matteo Retegui, lovely stuff. We kept him highlighted, lovely run there. And he looks very happy with the goal. Great celebration there. Good running by Esposito. Lovely kind of inside pass there as well, just a turn and dink over the top, and Retegui has volleyed that into the net past Glazer. Can we keep this going? We're 1-0 up in 13 minutes, and another highlight has started on the 22nd minute mark. Papetti now into Lovato, Dragusin. I mean, Baldanzi has dropped a little deep here to help out in the middle. Dragusin to Amiri. Over the top to Vidovic. That's a lovely ball. Baldanzi. Then I'm going to make a late run into the box. Retegui is. Vidovic. Bit of a heavy pass back, but we'll take that. He's going on his own. And it has gone over. Very selfish from Vidovic. Not sure if I appreciate that, if we're being honest. But it is what it is. We're probably going to drop him into a centre of forward. A complete forward on attack. I don't want him going into the wide channels too often there, if we're being honest, and we are going to demand more as well. There's a lot of this game still to play. Dejanic into Inbaum, Bukhari now. Gallo stands tall and wins the ball. Vidovic on the left, two in the middle. Back to Retegui. Is that a goal? Oh, it's off the post. Retegui headers it just off the post, safely into Glazer's arms, and we do go 1-0 in. The game's very even there. 5 shots apiece, 2 on target apiece. I mean, we've had more possession, but the XG isn't fantastic. I mean, we're going to say it's not good enough, because it's not. Retegui, you're the only person it's not good enough for, but Bukhari's going to whip this ball in 1 minute after the half-time mark. Baldanzi heads it away. We can slow this down and come out with the ball now. That will be good. We're on an overlap here as well. Vidovic to Retegui. Who's that guy at the back there? Give it to Esposito. Baldanzi. Right, Baldanzi's coming off from that. The pass was so rubbish. Mitrovic running down the left, gives it to Rodic. Esposito gets a beautiful block on that. Okay, Olayinka. First of all, I thought it was a penalty, but then when he went up for that bicycle kick, I mean, if that would have gone in, you know, bravo. And down the left with Mitrovic again. Lovely ball in there, but Petty heads it away. I mean, where's Gallo in this situation? He's at the back there. He needs a bit of support as well. And De Gea, he just jumps on that. Good to see, but are we kind of overrun at the minute? I'm going to drop Frendrup in. You know, can we have 3 CDMs? Who says we can't? Who says we can't? Let's get a bit more defence at the back there. So Glazer now to Dragovic, Kangwa. I mean, they're getting a lot of space up there because we have dropped a little bit deeper. Rodic now into Mitrovic. About to run inside. Olayinka out to Bakari. Gallo, beautiful tackling on Gallo. However, there is a space now on the left hand side, which I'm not too happy about. Mitrovic to Rodic. Back to Mitrovic. Could spell danger, this could. Olayinka. I mean, it was coming, wasn't it? It was definitely coming. We're going to swap these onto Segundo Volantes. Frendrup, we're going to drop you into a half-back as well. Samardic, advanced playmaker on attack. I mean, we've got 2 centre-forwards on attack up here as well. I'm not fully sure. We'll have a pressing forward in Retegui. But Vidovic, even though he's on the 7.2, he hasn't contributed a lot to this game. As he gets the ball now, I mean, there's 4 players around him as well. Maybe it's our being too defensive as well. But Lovato, he's looking kind of fatigued as well. Frendrup gives it to Esposito. Speaking of the man Lovato, into Bastoni. Not sure what that highlight was about. But I think Lovato, we're going to have to bring you off. Going to give Vitic some game time as well, but Retegui up front, off the post and off Glazer. I mean, let's pause the game here. Vitic, we're going to bring you on. Vidovic, we're going to bring you off for Cavani. Give you a run around here. And, I mean, Bastoni, Esposito, they're all playing. They're okay, aren't they? We're going to demand more again. However, 4 changes have been made. Not sure who else we would bring in. Maybe Lorenzo Luca as Djenic. I mean, it's lovely over the top ball. Pepetti has to win that, and he does win that as well. Katai into Cavani. I was going to say Cavani at the back. Not sure why he's there. Esposito, poor pass. However, Mitrovic, Olayinka from distance has gone just over the bar there as well. I mean, it's not been the most entertaining of games, if we are being honest. We're going to encourage them for the last 5 minutes, but it's not to be on this occasion. It is 1-1. Unsure how to feel about that. Not too happy. We've only had 2 shots on target, and they came in the first half. Retegui got a goal, keeping his form going, but I'm not going to say it's a satisfying result. It just wasn't good enough. And now we have to play them at home, however, and we need a win. Second leg time now against, I suppose it's Red Star Belgrade, is the English pronunciation of the name, but Zvezda, I keep getting it wrong. Maybe Red Star is what I'll go with. We're going with a 4-2-2-1 formation. I've had a little bit of a play around and create a new tactic just for this Genoa team. De Gea in goal with Dragusin, Vitic, Pepetti and Gallo at the back. Esposito as the ball-winning midfielder as a defensive midfielder, and then 2 box-to-box midfielders with Bastoni and Amiri. Vidovic and Baldanzi as an attacking midfielder, both on attack, with Retegui as our complete forward on attack as well. So allowing the front 3 to control our attacking play with 2 box-to-box midfielders as well. Hopefully it'll make us be defensively sound. Looking at what we have here, enjoy the match tonight, go out and play the game that we have just told you with a day's notice on how you are to be playing football. It's not too dissimilar from our Right to Dream formation anyway, so. And as always, we will demand more from the kickoff. Although it's a poor ball that is, from Perpetti to Gallo. As Vitic comes inbound, someone's left up. Good save by De Gea, but was he offside? I think it was offside. It's saying it's a free kick, but I don't know. He just seems to just rush out there. Now they are centre backs, maybe no nonsense centre back. That's what we're going to go with on defend, so that they sit back. Because Ali Yinka is a bit of a presence up front, and we need to be very careful of it. We are at home, but we aren't playing like the home team at the minute. We are going to try and encourage them. As Dragovic gives it to inbound. Spazic now. It's very slow build up from Red Star. Over to Dragovic. There's not a lot of pressing going on here, but Amiri has won the ball back. It's timed as well. Retegui into Vidovic. He's going to go on his own here, Vidovic. He's gone for the shot. What a fantastic curling effort that was from Vidovic. As his instruction, we've told him to shoot more often. And that was a fantastic goal. And in our instructions as well, we have got shoot on sight. Maybe get rid of pass the space and we'll just stick with shoot on sight. But what a wonderful goal that is by Vidovic. So Amiri fantastically wins the ball back. Retegui into Vidovic. Cuts inside. Right foot curling shot way past Glazer. A lovely start to the game. We need to win, and that's a fantastic start for us so far. We've had 5 shots, with 2 of them being on target. Amiri's going to whip this free kick in. Vitek at the back post. It is off the post. And Degenec has kicked it out for a corner. Is there another highlight? There is indeed. We're not very attacking from these corners though. Seeing as the full back line of Red Star Belgrade has been headed away. Bastoni outside the box to Esposito. From distance from him and just over the bar. Good attacking play so far from the team. 7 shots in the first 35 minutes. Oh, confirm changes. We didn't click that. If you have any idea why that does pop up and doesn't save your changes, then let me know down below. It does happen quite a lot for me. Now we're going to thrash our arms. It's unacceptable. It's only a 1-0 win. I say only a 1-0 win, but we can do a lot better. As De Gea calmly collects that free kick. So Amiri is on the booking. We are going to bring in Frendrup for him. Retegui heads it on though over to Vidovic. Now Baldanzi's in the middle. Vidovic down the left hand side. Comes into trouble with Spajic. And he went down like a sack of potatoes, didn't he? Bukhari now on the right hand side into inbound. Esposito, lovely ball there. Amiri gets it. Baldanzi into Retegui. Heavy first touch. Second touch is magical though. 2-0 Genoa. Lovely goal that is by Retegui. Very nice to see. Gallo's on a 6.6, which isn't nice to see, but the front three are working very well together. Esposito, ball winning midfielder, he wins it nicely. Baldanzi, lovely ball through. I thought it might have been a bit too heavy a touch from Retegui, but 2-0 is the score, and it's very well deserved at the minute. 12 shots, 4 on target, an XG of 1.34. Possession wise, 51%. It's not the most, but we are performing quite well. We're just going to encourage them as well, just to keep it up. 2-0 it is so far. Bastoni and Baldanzi, even Retegui to an extent, is looking like fairly tired. Although Retegui on 2 goals, I don't think it's going to be wise to bring off. Well, no, Vidovic got the first, didn't he? Apologies for that. Retegui will bring you off. Edison Cavani, going to bring you on. Vidovic for Samazic. And you know what? Sibiri will bring you in. And who else? The back line is looking a little bit tired, but Bastoni, we're going to bring you off for Nandez. And let's just shut down the game and hopefully we can get another. As Dragusin, is that Gallo there? No, it's Esposito. Friendrup back to Dragusin. Sabiri now. I mean, bit of a dangerous touch there. Gives it back to Vitej. I'm going to drop it into a balanced formation as well. Nandez to Pepetti. Over the top to Samardic. Chose not to run. Very weird. Glazer, however, going on his own jollies, comes out of the box. Pepetti wins the header. Friendrup passes it back to Lucic. Friendrup not being our friend there as Lucic goes from distance and has gone just over the bar. Now we're going to shout demand more for the last 7 minutes. I think we've made all of our substitutions as well, which we have. And a good performance from the team. 21 shots, 8 on target, 1.80 XG. Very nice to see. And you know what? Nice work, everyone. And it was a nice result. Has there been any upsets in the cup? I mean, Celtic beating Athletic Bilbao 4-3 on aggregate is a big win there. Looking at FC Copenhagen as well, they've beaten Real Betis 6-3 on aggregate. Trying to see anywhere else. Rennes maybe beating Leverkusen. And West Ham smashing Frankfurt, considering they were 2-0 down in the first leg. Very nice to see. That's going to be it for this episode. You'll have to come back to see who we are facing in the round of 16. If you haven't already, hit the like button and subscribe. And I'll see you next time when we look to make Genoa great again. Goodbye.